I'm gonna make a quick shop video here today. I got a little excited, got ahead of myself, put the vehicle in the air already. What we got is a 2007 3. Customer complains, lack of power, feels like it wants to die. Let it sit for a while. It seems like it'll want to come back. Pretty typical on these. Let me show you guys a fuel filter. It's all difficult to see. It is very clogged up. Not a whole lot of room in that water filter. So what I'm going to be doing today is pulling the tank and cleaning out the screens that are in the fuel sending unit. I will show you guys that once I get it out. Okay, got the tank out. Before you go removing the upper piece here, you want to make sure you get your shop air and blow out on between that rail, blow out all around the underneath there, so that way you get all that dirt and little pieces of rock out of there. Then I don't have the specific tool for it, I just have a very large set of channel locks. Go ahead and get a decent bite on it. And you just kind of give it a little go. Eventually that'll come off of there. Get that off and I'll come back. Okay, got the assembly out. As you can see, this is what it looks like when it's out of the vehicle, but what we're actually going for is inside of the plastic deal there. I'm going to go ahead and get that disassembled and show you guys what the inside of that looks like. Okay, a couple things to point out before I take you over to the assembly and show you that. You always want to make sure whenever you're doing this job that you get in there and you inspect the inside of the tank. Because as you can see, the pickup foot came apart on this one as well, and it is just absolutely filthy in the bottom of that tank. So I will be dumping all this fuel, cleaning it out, wiping it down, trying to get as much of that out as possible. Because if you don't do that, everything you do from here on was a monumental waste of time. So over here we have our in-tank assembly. Now, these screens here, there's two of them, and they sit down in there like so. You have to remove this plastic outer housing first, and you want to be very careful when you remove that, because there's two plastic tabs on this side, one on the other side, and then you'll see the retainers on this piece. If you break any part of those, as I have done before, this assembly is pretty expensive from Ford. Even aftermarket, it's still pretty pricey. So you want to be very careful with that, because tension on these cups is what actually gives you the pre-filter. So like I said, there's two of them in there. This is one of them. This is typically what they look like. Focus, you fuck. As you can see, it looks pretty nasty from the outside, but once you get a look on the inside, that's where you really see the meat and potatoes. I'm not sure if I can get my light in there. Anyways, point is, it's fucking clogged. These are a very fine mesh screen. You want to be very careful when attempting to clean them, because you can push through them pretty easily. Again, you don't want to do that because it's a pre-filter, so if you bust through it, you're buying a whole new assembly. I've gone ahead and cleaned one out here so you can get a representation of kind of what they look like when they're all done. As you can see, it's pretty clean in there. I could probably do a little bit better of a job to get a few more pieces out, but I feel that's about as good as I'm willing to invest my time into. Okay, so that's that. If you're doing all that, might as well put a fuel filter on too. Make sure you address cleaning the inside of here and also cleaning the inside of this assembly, because again, they're usually filled with a bunch of shit too. So that's it. Lack of power, 7.3. Fuel tank removal and cleaning of the interior screens.